Black Hills TV in Buffalo, South Dakota on September 6, 2019 with their volleyball coach at Hardin County High School, Tammy Bruha. Thank you, Tammy.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Okay, you've already had three matches this year, and tell us about who you played and how things turned out.
Okay, our first match was against Timberlake, and the girls really came out the first set and they just played amazing. And then we dropped the next three. We had some miscommunication errors and we ended up falling to Timberlake 3-1. And then on Tuesday we played New England, North Dakota, and we lost to them 3-1. And last night we played Lemon, and the girls finally came out and showed the potential that they did have, and we beat Lemon 3-0 in three tight sets. The first set we were down by 6 points, and we came back and won it 25-23. We won the second set 25-19, and we were down 5 points in the third set and won 26-24. So the girls finally came out and showed that they had some fire and they have a lot of potential. So we're pretty excited to be back in the gym today off of that good win last night.
So what do you, after you had a loss, you had a couple losses, and you went, what do you work on in practice to get ready for the next one?
Okay, we came to practice and we just had a heart-to-heart talk saying, you know, we need some communication, some people to step up and lead, and we've been having a couple injuries, so we've had to deal with adversity, but I told them adversity is what makes us stronger. So we've just been working on a lot about talking, communicating with each other, and it seemed to help last night.
And how many girls are on the team?
We have 15 girls, so we're a little short on girls, but we have a lot of potential in all of them.
Yeah, who are some of the leaders on the team?
We have 3 seniors back that played a lot last year. Brooklyn Williams, who is my libero. We have Gracie Hand, who hits the right side, and then Tessa Houston from the outside. I do have my setter back again from last year, Logan Kautzman. And then we have some young girls that are filling some empty spots that we have from the seniors last year graduating. So we're pretty excited with those young girls that are finishing off our team.
What's coming up on the schedule? Who are you playing?
On Tuesday we play Bowman, and Bowman, North Dakota. They have a great team. So we're glad we got the win last night, so that we'll come in with some confidence on Tuesday so that we can play our best ball and hopefully come home with a win.
Okay, Tammy Bruha, Hardin County Ranchers High School volleyball coach. We appreciate you joining us here on Black Hills TV.
Thanks for having me.
Black Hills TV in Buffalo, South Dakota on September 6, 2019 at the Hardin County High School, visiting with Holly Costello, their cross-country coach. And Holly, welcome to Black Hills TV.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
Yeah. Tell us, you've had a couple of meets so far?
We have.
Yeah. Were they here or on the road?
We went to Rapid City Douglas last Friday, and then we just got back today from Faith, from the meet of Faith.
How'd you do in Rapid City?
We did good, actually, really well. I have only JV runners this year, and one of our JV runners, Bailey Verholst, won the girls' JV race, and then we had them scattered on down the line. There was about 60 runners, and Bailey was first, like I said, and Claire was her sister, Claire Verholst. She was 23rd. So those were our top 2.
And the other meet?
And then we had one boy in the boys' JV, and he finished 60-ish. So, and then today we ran JV runners again, and Bailey Verholst was second in the girls' JV, and then Claire was third, and then I also had runners scattered out through the rest, about 3 more runners. So, and then Colby finished, I think, 14th or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah.
So, but he did well. They did good.
Okay.
So.
Super. And what's up next on your schedule?
Next Thursday, we travel to Belfouche for their meet, and we'll have JV runners there again. So.
Okay. How many meets altogether do you have?
I think there's 7 or 8. We kind of have a few that we might go to and might not, but we have our regional meet in Phillip the middle of October. So to determine who goes to state, and there they have to be in the top 20 of the varsity run, which is usually a little farther than the JV run. It kind of depends from meet to meet how far the JV distance is.
After you've had a meet, what do you work on in practice to improve for the next one?
Well, we do a lot of running. We run a lot of miles. We also do core work, sit-ups and planks and stuff. We run some hills, do some hill repeats, some fartlek work, which is like speed play, running fast and running slow to kind of get ready for different terrain at the meets that we run at.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us here on Black Hills TV, and best of luck to the Hardin County Ranchers.
Thank you.
Black Hills TV in Buffalo, South Dakota at Hardin County High School, visiting with their athletic director, Kelly Messmer. And Kelly, lots of excitement with the new school year.
Yeah, it's always a fun time to get back to school and get back into the activities. We have a great tradition here with our football, volleyball, cross country. So I know, kids may not be excited to get quite back into school, but once the games start, they're real excited.
What's up with the tradition here? Why are the teams always good year in and year out?
Well, I think that goes back a long time, long before my time. We started with a great football tradition. I always, relate this story back to my father-in-law, who's been here, I believe, since 1967. And in that long a time, we've had one losing season in football. With our volleyball program, we've had the opportunity to go to the state tournament many times. I think we're out there like 16, 17, 18 times, which is up there with many people, the highest in the state of making state tournament appearances for volleyball. Cross country, we had a cross country program. It fell off, and then a few years ago we started one back up, so we're having a lot of interest in that. So I just think success that we've had in the past, everyone wants to be a part of these programs, and the younger kids just look forward to it. And I think it's a great tradition that we have.
Yeah, the younger kids, they play football in the end zones during halftime and things like that.
Oh, they play all during the whole entire game. I know last year, some of the officials came up to me and said, "Hey, we need to get these kids back a little bit." So I had to move that orange boundary line back a few more yards this year, and went and talked to all the elementary kids and said, "Hey, make sure you guys follow that yellow or that orange line. Don't cross that orange line." So yeah, they'll be out there tonight. They'll be out, playing football from before the game starts all the way through the end of the game.
So when the babies come home from the hospital, they're wearing a Hardin County Ranchers t-shirt?
Yeah, pretty much so. Yeah, and we're very fortunate to have a lot of the young people coming back, moving back into the community, moving back to the ranches, or having the opportunity to pick up a job in Buffalo. So I believe someone said recently there's 109 babies born in Hardin County these past few years. So hopefully we're going to have many kids. We won't have to worry about numbers in our school. The future looks bright.
Speaking of numbers, about how many kids do you have this school year in the sports?
In the sports? Yeah. Well, usually in sports we have about anywhere from 85 to 95% participation rate in high school. Kindergarten through 12th, we have about 200 students, which usually holds pretty steady throughout the years, and that participation rate in high school usually stays around that. Whether not everyone participates in football, volleyball, or cross country, but they pick up basketball, wrestling, track, and things like that. So.
Yeah, well, Kelly, thanks for joining us on Black Hills TV.
Thanks a lot. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, and go Ranchers.
Go Ranchers.